Alright, it's TGC Requiem here. We are doing a league with green-black elves. This will probably be the last one before the ban announcement. Sorry, after the ban announcement, before the ban announcement changes take effect. And then we'll see what happens with the meta at that point. So I'm kind of tweaking my sideboard a little bit. We're going to keep this, but tweaking my sideboard a little bit to adjust for people quitting the amulet and Splinter Twin already. Just expecting some amount of reduction. And then because of that, the other changes I might expect, which are kind of like, we assume Affinity is going to go up, assume kind of Bogles is going to go up in the meta. In fact, Burn probably goes up a little bit. I actually think Tron ends up going down, which is beneficial to us. Part of the reason why I minimize the number of ley lines I have to fight Pyroclasm. Also because I think some decks are going much more like some decks are going more in the line of Anger of the Gods and oh my gosh, sorry, I can hear my daughter screaming in the background. I apologize if you guys can. Bant? What do we got? We have Nightfall, maybe? I feel like the meta is shifting more to Anger of the Gods, Damnation style effects, so. Alright, so let's think. What can we do here? We can go down to 3, tab Collected Company, probably still then Shaman. I think that's kind of where we start. No, 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 no. Ooh, thank God that wasn't castable. Okay, so this is perfect. We're kind of hoping we would get Dwynen's Elite, so we could recast into either another Collected Company or Shaman. I like Archdruid, but since we're not playing Burn, I'm actually more into the card advantage here, I think. So I'm going to go Visionary and Dwynen's Elite. And I think I'm just going to hold off for end step Collected Company. Into Alone. Elvish Archdruid. So this is kind of free, right? Alright, so we get the game 1 win. So far I'm not sure if we're playing green-white or Bant. Definitely seems like a mid-range style deck. Not sure that that deck's really going to be able to... Yeah, maybe they'll play be willing to play Wrath of God. I guess if they are, we're not really too worried about it. Don't know that I really want to make any changes here. I'm trying to think what else they could do, really. I mean, it's possible they bring in something like Grafdigger's Cage, but then I feel like that hurts them with Eternal Witness, but maybe they just pull Eternal Witness. I don't know, I feel like maybe this is just too good of a matchup for our favor. I don't really feel like I want to do anything here. I mean, we haven't really seen anything from their list either. Seems like another good keep. Little dorky, but we can deal with that. I mean, Path to Exile certainly doesn't concern me. Okay, so maybe this is Kiki Chord. Possibly. Same name. So I think we... actually will just run both out here, since they're different names. Hope he doesn't have the ability to take both of them. Alright, so yeah, I think we're probably playing against like Kiki Chord or something. We could lead into Visionary. I don't think it really does us a whole lot of good right now. Archdruid, yeah, no, I think this is all we want to do. Archdruid puts us out of Is It Static Caster range for Llanowar Elf. Or sorry, Llanowar Elf against the Is It Staticaster. So, well, that's unfortunate. But this just will start to put us in a position where we can kind of chain some stuff once we get something. So I do think we may want to consider bringing in ley lines. I'm assuming this is a chord deck. Again, seems very much like a Kiki chord sort of style deck. It's possible. Unfortunately, yeah, if Eternal Witness and Path, he could grind us out. Chord is definitely less valuable here. I think we're good here. If he goes for the... Okay, he didn't go for the unstep path. So we can chord for Azuri, or sorry, Elvish Visionary. If we cast Azuri, he eats a path. I think we just kind of do that now. We have the second one in hand, so just hope he doesn't have another Eternal Witness. I also think we possibly bring Memricide in against them to target Eternal Witness. So we have a variety of things we can do now. We know our land's pretty thin. Excuse me. We also may want to bring in Spellskite if they're playing Kiki. Oh, so this is actually really interesting. Archdruid, Visionary, Dwynen's Elite. I think we just take the two Archdruids. Assuming he's got some sort of counter magic here. Oh, so we can tap for 3. Yeah, I think we just say okay. Nope. Now we can chord into another Shaman at end step here. It's possible he's playing Meddling Mage. Would Shaman be the best choice? Right now his creatures are all pretty small. We could start to aggressively attack him. I think Shaman is the best option we have at the moment. Fortunately, if he hits Eternal Witness, yep. Okay, a Knight. Gonna get a Path, and then presumably Path a Shaman. Maybe he paths an Elvish Archdruid. So what can you do? He gets them down to 2, then he uses Static Casters. So we'll just take the 4. Get another Path. Oh yeah, definitely bringing Memoricide in. We can't really go after him. Oh, we don't have any Azuris left. We could bring in a Dwynen's Elite. Can we get an Archdruid? We've got one left. Definitely don't think this is Kiki Horde either, based on how little red he's running. Just like a value chord. That's gonna be game. I mean, we really don't have any way around this. Should leave us at 1, and then with a very, very lucky draw. Oh, it didn't matter. We were at 4. And that's no good. Alright, so we lose there. Alright, so I think Memoricide we definitely want. Take that at the cost of a Visionary. Leyline's good against Izzet Staticaster. There's no guarantee he's going to have it in his hand. We never actually saw him chord the entire game as far as I can tell. But Leyline will help against him in some regard for blocking. And I think we can probably... Do we cut an Azuri? Cut a Collected Company. We're trying to really run a bunch out. I think we just cut one chord, or cut down to one chord. Man, to play this game. I think we're going to keep this. Pendelhaven just makes it so much stronger. Opponent's deciding if he can keep, decides he can. Zahirark. Getting some lag here. Roxmoor Monk. Yeah, this is more like a Bant Red deck. This is an interesting deck. that's 9, 15 on board. So Memoricide, what can we take away that's going to be most painful to them? Still, right now, I feel like it's got to be Eternal Witness. We're at 6, 10, 16 come back across. Really what we need is some drain. Yep, that's not surprising. So if he doesn't have mana, we could take Scavenging Ooze. No, he's got it. But he's going to not play it this turn. Alright, so if we chord for Shaman, that's going to drain for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we only have to get 6 more damage in. If he paths this guy and blocks these 2. So we could Memoricide first, taking Path, which clears the way for Path. Being that Path could hit the Elvish Archdruid. Alright, so he lets it resolve. They're all in the graveyard, so we're fine. Or in his library, rather. And he can only block 3, which means we should have lethal. Exactly. Wow. All right. Good game. So yeah, I think I would call that Bant Red, if anything. Um, Galactic Company. Not sure that I saw any chords, although I didn't even check at the. Should have checked there at the last second. But, whew, good games.